Niruma Shankar. I'm in 8th grade at Elkins Point Middle School, and you're watching FCS TV.
Fulton County Schools has received a new technology designation that recognizes its national leadership in student privacy protection and data security. Awarded by the Consortium for School Networking, the Trusted Learning Environment seal identifies school systems that demonstrate commitment to ensuring the privacy and security of student data. Only 7 school systems nationwide received the TLE seal during its inaugural year. Fulton County Schools, where students come first.
I'm William Reggie Sloan, also known as Chef Reggie, that rhymes with veggie. You know, I went to Tri-Cities High School, also went to Camp Creek Middle School, also went to Seaborn Lee. So I'm basically born and bred with Fulton County Schools. I'm one of those Fulton County brats. After I graduated from culinary school, I went to London and worked there for close to 2 years as a chef. I eventually got into school nutrition. And as I got into school nutrition, I was able to bring a lot of the stuff I had learned throughout these years to doing these different places to what I do now.
With Chef Sloan having matriculated through Fulton County Schools himself, he understands the dynamic of our district. Chef Sloan has a true passion for children. He not only is responsible for making sure students are fed safe, nutritious, healthy meals, but he wants to make sure that they're presented in a way that is appealing to the students and of the highest quality.
You know, as being a district chef, there's a certain way I want my food to look. You know, I want things to be organized, I want to be, put out, I want to be very presentable because we eat with our eyes. And I would say I do have one of the best staffs ever. I don't think that I could have won anything without my staff. My staff is very important.
I realized that Mr. Sloan was special from the day he got here. I felt like he was a gift given to us. He brings so much energy to our school, and also the lunches here, the breakfast is amazing, it's nutritious. He just involves the kids in everything that he does.
And I feel like sometimes I'm like the least professional person that's in the building, because I walk around with a yo-yo and I play with my yo-yo in front of the kids. We come up with these different hand claps or high fives. I'm always, trying to make the kids happy, man. I understand that in the lunchroom, that's probably the only time they get to socialize with their friends and different things. So I try to create a environment where they're having fun, they're having a good time. I want the kids to know that I do really care about their nutrition. I care about them, and I want them to be successful. And I also want them to understand that eating a nutritious meal is something that they're gonna need for the rest of their life.
Fulton County Schools is committed to providing an environment that promotes healthy living for students. In fact, First Lady Michelle Obama has honored 3 Fulton County schools with the Let's Move Award: High Point Elementary School, Lake Windward Elementary School, and Stonewall Tail Elementary School. The honor is one of the nation's top physical education and physical activity distinctions for K-12 schools. To get the award, a school must have met significant benchmarks in 5 areas: physical education, physical activity before and after school, physical activity during school, staff involvement, and family and community engagement. In addition, students must have at least 60 minutes of physical activity. A total of 544 schools from 41 states and Washington, D.C. were recognized with a Let's Move Award. Fulton County Schools, where students come first.
I'm Principal Kendra Smith, and you're watching FCS TV. I'm a carpenter. I hang whiteboards, patch holes in the walls, and whatever else is needed. I've been here 22 years, and I started off as a custodian, went to a trades helper, now I'm a mechanic one. To help kids, you know, get them into a positive attitude and good work ethic. If they see a young person working, they figure they can do the same thing too. Best part of the job is the guys I work with. We're willing to help each other. They need help, we'll go help. If I need help, they'll help me. You know, we're a big family.
One word to describe Mr. Knox is happy, because he loves his job, he loves the people that he works with, and he gets to help the students here at Fulton County. He is always has a happy demeanor. He does so even under times of stress, and he doesn't, even if there's a stressful situation, he doesn't let that show. He shines, so to speak, and that not only calms the people who he's doing work with and for, but it also helps them to take on that same aspect and be happy. It makes them have a better day.
When I'm not working, I like to be with my family. We go to the movies, fish, bowling, just family outings.
He also has a very progressive state about him. He's always looking to improve his abilities and his technique. Oftentimes he would communicate with the carpentry department, and he would find out that they would need certain material for a certain job. Well, he would get it ready in preparation for them to return and pick up that material. He would even cut pieces of wood to size for them. So it really showed his eagerness and his hunger for not only learning, but for applying what he learned.
Makes me feel good that people care enough about me to give me this honor. In the future, I hope I can move up a little further. You know, to help the younger people that comes into the maintenance shop, you know, help them out. They help me, you got to help somebody else.
Hi, I'm Soraya Lanovich, and I go to River East Elementary, and you guys are watching FCS TV.
With the Fulton County Schools mobile app, your school district comes alive at the touch of a button. It allows you to easily connect to the Learning and Parent portal or navigate through current news and events. You can easily check out the latest updates with social media and quickly retrieve contact information for schools. You can also view a comprehensive calendar of events, get lunch schedules for your school, connect with the superintendent, and more. It's your school district available at your fingertips.
Alexandra Bates is the proud principal of Westlake High School. She is someone who started out in Rosedale, Queens, New York. And what many people don't know is that I'm actually a first-generation Haitian American in this country. My family came to the United States in the late 70s and late 60s and early 70s in order to have a better opportunity for progress for the family. English is one of 3 languages that I have been exposed to: French, Haitian Creole, and thirdly, English. Being named Principal of the Year was overwhelmingly humbling. And I say that because to be named SLC Principal of the Year was a shock, to say the least. To be named Principal of the Year of the whole county, I don't think, I'm the only Principal of the Year within the county. There are a lot of principals in our district who do a lot of work that no one even knows about. They do the work, they wake up every morning, fight against all kinds of obstacles. Even though we've spread out with the north, south, east, west, central, all these different learning communities, we all have our very big challenges, and we face those challenges every day, and we make a commitment to the work. So I almost feel as if there are multiple principals of the year.
I think Alexandra Bates stands out to me because of her relentless focus on instruction. Alexandra truly believes that all students can learn, and it's difficult to be a principal in this day and time, especially a high school principal. There are a lot of plates that you have to keep spinning as a high school principal, and it can be easy to get distracted and to focus on the wrong things. And I think that she demonstrates a relentless commitment to stay with her core function, which is instruction for kids. I think she does a good job of managing those operational pieces, but she never loses focus of instruction.
It's really special to have watched Alexandra Bates as a principal over the course of the past several years. She's been in our system for quite some time, and to watch her grow and to watch her impact grow, and from a classroom teacher to a support teacher to an assistant principal to a principal, her talents not only make those around her better, but have the potential to influence entire communities. And that's what's happened at Westlake High School, where student achievement is at the highest levels it's ever been, and kids are getting access to opportunities that at one point they only dreamed possible. And you just can't credit Alex enough for the things that she's done as an incredible instructional leader at Westlake High School.
When people say, who is Alexandra Bates, and they sometimes says, you're really smart. I'm like, no, not really. I just work really hard.
I'm Allie Baker, STEM lab teacher at River East Elementary, and you're watching FCS TV.
There's something interesting happening at Cambridge High School. A new group of enrollees are now on campus, including birds, cats, rabbits, and more. Cambridge's new veterinarian program provides students a high-quality career pathway in the CTAE program. Whether animals are pets, livestock, or working animals, they matter to society, and the new program at Cambridge is an excellent pathway for students to become veterinarian professionals. Learn more by watching Leadership Matters, where Principal Ed Spurka talks about the program.
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and we moved away when I was very young. We moved to Arlington, Texas, and I spent, the first 12 years of my life living in Arlington, and it was great. And then I started 7th grade, and my dad was transferred to Denver, Colorado. I went to college at a small liberal arts college to start in Durango, Colorado at Fort Lewis College. I went to school out there for a little while, and then I transferred to be closer to home at CU Denver is where I finished up my degree, and lived at home with my parents, and I'm really glad that I had that time with them especially my dad. And I met my husband when I was in college, and that's the point where I really, that was kind of the turning point for me, because he was already a teacher. And I just saw how much he loved it, and it really sparked my interest about teaching. When I'm not in school, I love to spend time with my family. I have two beautiful girls, Maya and Lily, and we love to do things outdoors. This weekend we're going tubing in the mountains. We like to go camping. We try to get, outside as much as possible. In the summertime, we're outdoors most of the time. The best part of my job is interacting with kids every day. It's so neat to see them light up when you pay them a compliment or tell them that they've done a great job, or you have talked to them the day before about something you want to see changed, and they change it the next day. And just their eyes light up when you tell them, wow, you're doing such a great job.
The class that Meredith teaches, AVID, is truly a special opportunity for kids. AVID's a program that targets students who have the talents to go on and go to a four-year university, but potentially their academics haven't matched their talents. And so it takes a special teacher to teach an AVID course. Her classroom is set up as a dorm room, as she makes sure that the students not only are on course academically, but believe in themselves. And that's so important as students try to strive to be their very best, and it takes a great teacher to do that.
Ms. Tung is extremely connected in all that she does. She's connected to her work and ensuring that it's the right work, ensuring that all students have an opportunity for success, no matter what challenges they may face. And she seeks to inspire others. She seeks to show her passion in everything that she does. And she truly is a great educator that has a great impact on all of the students that she serves.
I knew right away that Meredith was very, very special. When you walk into her classroom, the kids are engaged. The kids are just involved in the learning. They are the lead learners in the classroom. And you know right away that there's been some purposeful planning that's taken place, that she has carefully scripted what the day will look like for the students. And so by the time the students make it to her classroom, the learning just unfolds for them. And to see that happen just so eloquently in the way in which she brings it through, I just knew that there was something very, very special about Meredith.
I think my teaching style is kind of a mixed bag. I'd like to call it fun. And I think most students would agree that I try to infuse some fun into the learning, because I think that's really important. Not everything every day is going to be fun, but I try to make sure that there's at least, at least one thing in every class period that they're going to enjoy, or giving them the opportunity to get up. But I try to keep them guessing. I don't want them to get bored in here. I want them to come to my class and wonder what we're going to be doing today.